It's the Andy Griffith Show, facts and trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, facts and trivia. Thank you for stopping by today's video. Ron Howard, back then Ronnie Howard, he witnessed very adult problems on the Andy Griffith Show as a child star. Things a child shouldn't really see. In the opening credits of the Andy Griffith Show, Opie Taylor picks up a stone and tosses it into the bucolic waters of Myers Lake, a fishing hole on the outskirts of Mayberry. In reality, the famous scene was filmed at California's Franklin Canyon Lake. And little Ronnie Howard, then 6, couldn't throw very far. My skinny little arm was not powerful enough to get the rock into the water, Ron confesses in his book, The Boys, a memoir of Hollywood and family. For the next take, Ron pretended for the camera, and prop master hidden behind a tree threw the stone for him. As a child growing up on the set, the Andy Griffith Show, Ron became schooled in the art of make-believe, but he also witnessed some real adult problems, prejudices, and ugliness. The performer, who went on to become an acclaimed director, and his brother, actor Clint Howard, with whom he co-wrote The Boys, credit their parents, Rance and Jean Howard, for keeping them safe and grounded during their Hollywood upbringing. Their protectiveness was rooted in love and fear, not any stage parent concept or protecting their cash cows, he said. It's important that someone was looking out for Ron because the other adults on the set at Desilu Studios, where the show was filmed, didn't censor their language or actions in front of him. The crew were salty old characters who swore like sailors and drank like fishes. He recalls, the prop master was often drunk by lunch. It's being the 1960s, everyone smoked constantly on set with no regard for anyone's health or comfort. My eyes were always burning, Ron said. The on-set bathroom was also an education for an innocent young boy. Ron recalls puzzling over the obscene, anatomically correct graffiti that covered its walls. You see, some men, when they sit on the toilet, they like to draw penises, his father Rance tried to explain, adding that Ron should never do such a thing himself. And although the crew always treated Ron with empathy and kindness, they did not extend the same courtesy to Jim Neighbors, the gay actor who played Gomer Pyle. Jim's sexuality was a don't ask, don't tell open secret, and Ron remembers the crew calling him disparaging names like homo behind his back, and not with any hint of kindness, said Ron. Andy Griffith, who played his father, Sheriff Taylor, was a wonderful and big-hearted man, says Ron, but he and co-star Don Knotts were both preoccupied with their failing marriages. The pair of close friends who had met on Broadway in 1955's No Time for Sergeants commiserated a lot, often with Ron's earshot. Both men were visiting psychologists to work through their stuff, said Ron, who remembers Andy telling Don how his doctor had brought up the subject of latent homosexuality in session. I don't think I qualify for that one. How about you, Don? Ron remembers Andy asking. And he also said his doctor suggested that he worked extra long hours on the show to avoid going home to his wife. I saw him endure genuine pain, said Ron, who recalls Andy's returning from Christmas break with a bandaged hand. I got drunk, I got mad, and I put my fist through a door, he told the cast. Meanwhile, Ron, suffering his own growing pains, sadly starring on the Andy Griffith Show, made him a magnet for bullies at school. They all figured out that Opie rhymes with dopey, mopey, and soapy, said Ron, who admits that for a time he didn't feel safe going to the bathroom. He tried to avoid it until the inevitable happened one day, and he publicly wet his pants. Despite his misery, Ron's parents urged him to stick it out for the school year. It was a rough path, admits Ron, who got into several fights, but before long I had my own posse of buddies. On the Andy Griffith Show, Ron grew up faster than a normal kid, but he has few regrets. Despite all the adult angst he witnessed, he also saw acts of kindness that has stuck with him. He recalls how Howard McNear, the actor who played Floyd the Barber, suffered a serious stroke in third season. Andy, ever magnanimous, didn't want to lose Howard. He remembers relating how the crew devised carefully hidden supports to help Howard stand for his scenes and keep his job. It became another valuable lesson to Ron about the magic of Hollywood. I will forever owe a debt to Opie Taylor, he said. The experience of inhabiting that character, walking a mile in his kids, defined my early life. It's been a while, but I've done this before, done one on this subject before. and I got comments, and please don't do this. I got comments saying, well, he's going to see that stuff. He's a kid, and where he's at. That's the way the world is. No, adults have a responsibility to not do that. None. I mean, that's a responsibility to protect children. That is our responsibility. He didn't need to see any of it. Nope, don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. So please don't bring up that argument, because it don't hold water with me. I don't know, most of you won't. There was some that did before, and it just kind of irked me a little bit. So I'm very protective of my son about that type stuff, and that just drives me crazy, man. Please check out classic rural comedies, facts, and trivia. It's also on the Andy Griffith Show on Happy Days. Ron Howard's, actually, this is classic TV facts and trivia. We'll go back to that. Classic rural comedies, facts, and trivia is on the Andy Griffith Show. Andy Griffith, where he felt the Andy Taylor strength came from on the Andy Griffith Show. This is pretty neat and is well said. And now, classic TV facts and trivia. It's on Happy Days, Andy Griffith. Ron Howard's daughter, Bryce, got some powerful advice from the Fonz, Henry Winkler. What advice did he give her? It worked out, but you need to go over there and check that out and see what it was. Classic rock, country music facts and trivia. This is kind of embarrassing and yet funny, and she thought so as well. But a 90s country icon, her teeth fell out mid-performance during a Washington concert, and her reaction, the show must go on. God bless her. Go over there and find out who it is. And Faith Entertainment. A crowd of worshipers are stunned in the Philippines as Jesus appears in the clouds. This is really, really cool. Now, I'll let you make up your own mind about it if you go over there and check it out. But I believe it was a sign. I do. You need to see this. It's pretty neat. And I'm trying to get a video up of it. I got pictures, but I'm trying to get a video up of it, if possible. YouTube's kind of iffy about those type of things. Anyway, that's all I got for you here. Appreciate it if you'd please subscribe. Please like this video. Thank you very much. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead. Do it. No, go do that. Wait. Nice. Thank you. Great job. Please share it out to family and friends, and you guys have a great day. God bless you. I'm praying for you.